is Nerd Radio.
I won nothing. I won absolutely nothing. There's no prize to win here. We're all losers. Welcome back to Nerd Radio, wherever you get your podcasts. It's part of the B-Pod Studios Network, and of course, all over your social media at Nerd Radio 101. James and Al joining me as we celebrate Star Wars Day this week, and also as we dig into this Epic Games versus Apple, the iOS thing. Now, you guys remember a couple of months ago when the story came down that Fortnite, who Epic Games owns, had devised a way to bypass the iOS network so that you could just give your money directly to them instead of it having to filter through Apple's iOS. And then Apple was like, oh, well, we'll just take Fortnite off the iOS.
Yeah. Don't want to play with nice. We're going to get you out of here.
Yeah. So you can't
play
access
by our
rules
or else.
Yeah, exactly. A couple of documents have come out now that they're officially in court with numbers that I can't, like, they're so big I can't even fathom this much money. And we'll start with how much Fortnite made between 2018 and 2019. I'm not going to ask you guys to like guess this stuff, but do you
Probably
have
in the billions?
Yeah, I was going to say, do you have a number in your head that you think like how? Because to me, I don't think I fully grasp what a cultural phenomenon Fortnite is. Like this week was the second issue at the comic store of the Fortnite Batman comic that I brought you the first issue of a couple of weeks ago.
Taking that issue straight to the bank, man.
It is fascinating to get phone calls at the comic store and see how many parents show up with young kids that otherwise would not even know that comic store exists.
So who do you think is benefiting more from this this team up with Batman and Fortnite? Do you think it's going to be comic book sellers or comic book peeps?
I think so.
Or do you think it's going to be Fortnite the game?
I don't think you're getting a lot of comic book people that have never heard of Fortnite, but I think you're absolutely getting a lot of Fortnite people that are like, they still make comic books?
Oh, that's good.
Oh, I got to go get one because I'm going to get this special item in it.
Yeah.
Get this skin.
What? I can play as Harley Quinn now in Fortnite?
Yeah.
It's all, and I get a little bit of a reading material, you know?
Right.
With cool pictures in it.
But according to one of the documents, between 2018 and 2019, Fortnite made over $9 billion. I was thrown by the musical beat in there. They said Epic stated that Fortnite made just over $5.4 billion in 2018, and then the following year pulled in $3.7 billion, which is kind of a drop.
Yeah,
really.
But still, it's
billions. Still a lot of money.
$9 in over a 2-year period.
You took that in quarters, you could go swimming in it for sure.
Yeah, they said that in this article from Kotaku, some points of comparison show how big this number is. Microsoft spent $7.5 billion to buy all of Bethesda.
Yep.
And Disney paid $4 billion for all of the Star Wars and Lucasfilm stuff.
I feel like Disney got a steal.
Yeah, at $4 billion.
Steal, man.
But if you're wondering where that money went, that's where some of these other documents come into play. So according to one of them, Epic spent $1 billion on PC exclusives in 2019. That would be games that instead of being available on Steam and on other services, you had to go to the Epic Games Store in order to purchase. One of which is Borderlands 3, which had a 6-month exclusive when it came out to the Epic Games Store. I mean, obviously you can get it on your Xbox and your PlayStation, but if you wanted to play on the PC, you had to go to the Epic Games Store. They paid $115 million for that 6-month head start.
I wonder if they made their money back.
I would friggin' hope so. Also, Epic Games is the service that typically gives free games out every couple of weeks.
Oh, okay.
And they have spent, according to one of these documents, where's the total? Jesus. Because I've got the document in front of me. It doesn't have the total, but it does give you like individually how much they paid per game. Some of the more expensive games were when they gave away Batman Arkham City. That cost them $1,500,000.
Wow. So if you go on the store and you download these games, so then Epic Games then has to pay the game developer.
The game developer.
Per
they have to
copy?
give them. Well, they have to give them basically an upfront number.
Okay.
So that they can put this game up for free for like a week or two or a month or two in order for them to try and get people to sign up for the Epic Game Store. And then I guess the hope is that
Epic Game Store costs money? I don't think it's...
No, it's free.
Okay.
But
Okay.
that's where I'm like, why did you pay so much money just to get people to sign up for your
So
service?
maybe they're just hoping you'll just go to Epic Games to download your games and they can see more money come through, maybe? I don't know. It seems weird, but That sounds like a way if somebody really wants to stick it to Epic Games, start downloading the free games. You're going to cost them money, you know.
Oh yeah, it's me and Al have talked before about like on the PlayStation Plus, like even if it's a game I'm not even sure if I'm going to play, I'll add it to my library.
Yeah, go download it.
Because who knows? Yeah. At some point in the future, I might be like, yeah, I want to try that out.
So if you're trying to take down Fortnite, there's your way. There's your Fight Club secret plan.
I guess,
You
yeah.
know, we're making soap out of.
I don't think I've ever bought a game on the Epic Game Store.
Me neither.
I've got a library full of all these free games they've given me, and so it's not working on me. I wonder how many people out there absolutely are working on that. Do you guys have an opinion on this iOS, the Apple versus Epic Games lawsuit? Like, is there somebody that you're like, yeah, I think they're in the right?
I mean, I don't really know. I don't understand it enough to where I feel like I can make a complete statement on whether to me, it's a couple of billionaires in a pissing match.
Yeah.
Essentially. So which billionaire's piss smells the worst? I don't know. It's all bad, you know. There's the drop for you.
Oh, yeah. Well, I can't find it.
Good God Almighty.
There you are.
It's all bad.
But I mean, I feel like Fortnite's trying to just get more of a cut from the consumers, and they're trying to, you know, go around some of the iOS stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if the iOS rules are really all that fair. If they're really taking more of a share than what they should. I don't know.
It just sucks for the person who wants to play the game, you know, and you can't now because it's not available anymore.
Yeah.
And it's like,
if there's
and at that point too, it's like,
if there's anybody that didn't already have Fortnite on their Apple device, like you can't get it now.
Right.
Isn't it back in though? I think it's back now.
Is it?
I could be wrong.
I think you're right, though. I think there was a couple of months there where they're like, well, we're just taking it out of there. And then eventually like, all right, we'll put it back.
Because it's like, I certainly don't feel bad ever for Apple. But at the same time, it's like they're delivering the system, you know, like they're a delivery process for you.
Yeah.
And they get their little cut or whatever. And then you sidestep them. So I don't really have a problem with Apple saying like, fine, screw you. You can't buy it at the store now.
Right.
You know? And, yeah, I feel like I do. I'm kind of on their side though for that reason.
It's this weird like genie's out of the bottle situation too. Already is that like if it had never been on the iOS service, then people wouldn't even know what they're missing. They would just play it on like you've done with Valheim, where like I'll just play it on my PC. I can't play it on my Mac, so I'll just play it on my PC.
Yeah,
and people would just play it on a different device instead of their Apple devices. But the fact that at one point you could have it, now you can't. Like you have to do something. It's similar to if all the major record label musicians decided tomorrow that they're pulling their stuff off of all the streaming services.
Yeah.
Like there's still so much music that's going to be there, and it's a service that at one point that stuff was there that like people are just gonna find new stuff.
Yep. Pepsi Man Jay Moore also has to say, of course, Apple Beck takes Apple side.
He's on to me.
I also had this story. We've talked before about the Borderlands movie that they're working on. They are stuffing this movie with named actors and actresses.
Ooh.
There's a whole bunch.
It's going to be horrible.
Right?
I was going to say,
the deck.
yeah.
They've got, do you remember the actress Gina Gershon?
The name rings a bell.
From back in the day. She's going to be playing Mad Moxie.
Okay.
We've got.
Can you give me a movie we might know her from?
Crap. There's a movie that's in my head. It's like the first movie from the people that made The Matrix.
Has she done any topless scenes that I might recognize?
Maybe. I think she was in Showgirls.
Oh, okay.
What's her name?
Gina Gershon. At first, I thought it was was it Gina Carano?
Uh-oh.
When I saw it, I was like, oh, that's a decision. But yeah, she was in Showgirls. Red Heat with John Belushi or Jim Belushi and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Okay, I recognize her. I think she's cast as a good Mad Moxie.
Yeah, no, I
like
think
the look.
It's accurate casting.
I can't comment on her acting ability.
They've got a bunch of people that I'm not familiar with cast as Hammerlock from the second game. Marcus, Scooter is going to be in the game. Ellie, the big girl that's Scooter's sister, is going to be in the game, and they got a actress from Nickelodeon to play her.
Laurie Beth Denberg?
No, Ryan Redman. And then there's going to be a new character that also will be joining Kate Blanchett, Kevin Hart, Jamie Lee Curtis, Jack Black, and Eli Roth. For this,
Who's Eli Roth playing?
That's a good question. I'm not.
Because I know Jack Black's Claptrap, right?
Right.
Like that to me is the best casting right there. You're gonna have him voice Claptrap.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of fun.
He's like human.
Oh,
Claptrap.
Eli Roth is the director.
Oh, he's directing it.
Yeah, so he's directing it.
The Hostel guy's directing this.
Yep. Tiny Tina is gonna be in the movie. That's fascinating. It's fascinating to see how many of the Borderlands characters they're like squishing into this movie. Yeah.
I'll tell you though, I don't care. So if it comes out and it's really good, you guys tell me that it's really great.
Right.
About 6 years later, I'll intend to watch it.
Yeah. You know what I watched on HBO that was really great? Godzilla vs. Kong. Now that was a movie.
You're a fucking moron.
Oh man. I've got another story while we're talking about video games too. Apparently Sony is going to integrate Discord in with the Discord service.
Saw that.
In with the PlayStation. That's kind of fascinating considering that Discord is mainly a PC service.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping they'll integrate it into PlayStation, and then maybe they'll talk to Microsoft. Hey, you wanted to buy us, but maybe we can just integrate ourselves into your service. Because that
so Discord would
help
be
me out when I'm streaming and I'm playing with my community.
Yeah.
I have issues like with getting in-game chat working because the way the streaming and everything works and the audio works with Xbox. I have to run like another cord from my headphones into a splitter into another capture device. But if I could have that set up right there on the Xbox at a click of a button or a couple buttons on the controller, that would be cool. Which is interesting that they're going with PlayStation after they were just in talks.
Yeah.
With Microsoft.
They were,
like what is going on there? There's something.
I know it's like maybe those talks weren't going so well or something.
Like something's fishy.
Also makes you wonder if like they're looking to get bought out. If something's going on with Discord and they're like, we can't continue to do this. We need somebody to give us a truckload of money.
Oh yeah, I hope
to make this work.
I love Discord.
Discord's pretty all right. We used it when COVID came down. We used it to record a couple episodes of Nerd Radio.
It's a nice tool to have in your arsenal as a content creator and streamer and all that stuff.
He said arse.
Is it arse? When I say arse?
You said arsenal.
You said arsenal.
Oh,
you said the correct word, but
am I thinking did I just say the wrong word?
You had and lost Chuck at arse.
I can't hear the word arsenal.
Hey, Chuck likes big arse, and he cannot lie.
I cannot lie. Well, let's get to one of the big stories when it comes to what's going on in the world of nerds. On Monday, the day before, May the 4th, Disney also released a Marvel video, which gave us a heads up, basically, of what the schedule looks like now for the next
phase.
2 or
When's the next
3
movie
years.
coming out?
The next movie is, I believe...
Still Black Widow?
Black Widow. Yeah, Black Widow is supposed to hit in May. Or July 9th. Black Widow is supposed to hit July 9th, and then the next one is Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Nine Rings in September. Eternals is coming out November 5th.
Wow.
And then the Spider-Man third sequel comes out in, I think, December.
Holy cow. So we're getting 4 Marvel Cinematic Universe movies
in like
before the end of this year.
Yeah, in like a 6-month span.
Whew.
That's a lot.
That is.
I hope the fact that they're stepping outside of the meat and potatoes of Marvel makes it more interesting.
Yeah.
Because I do feel fatigue right now.
Do you?
I'm not excited at all about any of this. It's like we built up to the end game and blew the load, and it was a great ride. And WandaVision was okay. Falcon and the Winter Soldier was kind of boring. And I can't find myself all that excited about it.
Al's stuck in his Marvel Cinematic Universe post-load nap time.
That's right.
Yeah, so Spider-Man No Way From Home comes out.
A nap and a Gatorade.
December 17th.
I broke a sweat that
time. It's funny you bring up Gatorade. I hate Gatorade. I do not like the taste of Gatorade.
Oh, no, Chuck, this episode brought to you by...
Oh. Now you who won't sponsor us or Gatorade.
Yeah.
You're losing all the beverages, guys. Come on.
But when I was sick,
we love Mountain Dew. Send us free samples.
When I was sick a month or 2 ago, a friend of mine sent me a whole bunch of different bottles of Gatorade, and like the lemon lime Gatorade is real good.
I do, yeah. Lemon lime's good.
Lemon lime's
is a flavor I never enjoyed as a child, but I love now as an adult.
I don't understand why there's 3 different flavors of blue.
Well,
when it comes to Gatorade,
because it's like different parts of the world.
There's light blue
like
and there's
different
dark
ocean
blue.
water.
And I don't like.
Yeah.
I don't.
One's
need
like
all
a
that,
riptide. One's like ocean current.
I don't need all that blue.
One's like lazy
one of those
river.
Arctic or something.
Oh yeah,
you
Arctic.
know?
Arctic
Right.
Rush, I think is one.
Yeah.
Riptide
no.
Rush,
But
Arctic
the lemonade,
Rush.
I'm all for. That's some
Yeah.
good stuff. Back to the Marvel movies, though. After Spider-Man on December 17th, we've got the Doctor Strange movie in the Multiverse of Madness. That'll be March 2022.
Woohoo!
March 25th. Thor: Love and Thunder comes out May of that year. The Black Panther sequel is going to be called Wakanda Forever and is due out that July of next year.
This is gonna be. I almost feel like they're putting out too many movies at this point.
Yeah,
I know we
I
had a
think
year off.
We had that year or so of nothing, and now they're just cramming everything together. The Captain Marvel sequel is going to be called The Marvels, and looks like it's going to incorporate both Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan, and Monica Rambeau from the WandaVision show, who was
all
also
the Marvel ladies.
was also Captain Marvel at one point. After that, we've got Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, February of 2023, and then Guardians of the Galaxy, May of 2023. And then at the very end, they didn't give a date or anything, but they showed a Fantastic Four logo.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
So that's absolutely.
I hope
on
they can
the
do
way.
it right. I have faith that Disney.
Yeah, the
with,
way Disney's been
connections,
doing
I think
stuff,
this
yeah.
Fantastic Four will be the one that works. That might be the one I'm most excited for.
Fantastic Four.
Yeah, like just to see who's going to be that babe, Invisible Woman, man. Who's going to be that babe?
How weird it would be if they got Chris Evans to be the Human Torch again.
That would be hilarious.
I
Because
think
they got the multiverse thing. They could say, they
Right.
could even bring the guy from The Shield or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Michael Chiklis. or
Michael
whatever?
Chiklis.
Yeah, bring
Yeah.
him in as Thing. They just have like a little weird cameo in there.
I really enjoyed the casting of those first two Fantastic Four movies, even if the movies were kind of eh.
Mhm.
I thought that like the main four, with the exception of maybe Jessica Alba, was like, this is great.
She was a babe, but I don't think she fit as Invisible Woman.
I've never. You're gonna have to. Jessica Alba is gonna have to play multiple roles where she's like a rocket scientist before you can convince me
Yeah.
somebody that attractive is also that intelligent.
Because all she used to was
And that's
the
on
chick
me.
from Honey.
That's on me.
That's on me. I'm not saying it's Jessica Alba's fault. I'm just looking at her and going like, no way, she's not the Invisible Woman.
You're just jealous of us beautiful, smart people.
I really am. Speaking of beautiful and smart, let's take a break. And when we come back, I'll tell you guys all about Resident Evil Village. The
Is that the
demo.
beautiful part or the smart part?
Both.
Oh, very nice.
So that's coming up on Nerd Radio.